It's the story of a mother and daughter torn apart by addiction and despair. The daughter caught up in drugs, alcohol, and prostitution, even becoming a victim of rape.
The mother faced with the decision to shut out her daughter in order to protect her other kids. That true life story was told today by the women who lived it. Kristina Wandzilak and Constance talked to Altus and Blair High School students about their book, The Lost Years, Surviving a Mother and Daughter's Worst Nightmare. 7 News reporter Emily Jaster heard their presentation. Emily, how did this family who had gotten so far down get back up again?
Well, Dave, Jan, in the beginning, the family appeared to have it all. A married couple with 4 kids into successful business. The all-American family in the suburbs. But behind the facade was an alcoholic father, a woman without a voice, and a teenager looking to alcohol as a friend. She was drinking at the age of 13. Then at 15, Kristina Wandzilak tried cocaine and loved it. As the months went on, she says her life got smaller as drinking and drugs got larger. By the age of 16, she had dropped out of school. Her parents tried everything. They grounded her, nailed windows shut, sent her to rehab, but nothing worked. That's when Constance was faced with the worst choice a mother could make, shutting the door on her daughter.
I just knew I couldn't have her come home, so I just told her I loved her and she'd have to make her own way.
Kristina then descended into the depths of addiction. She stole to support herself and her habit, and even broke into 22 homes.
I landed homeless in the streets of San Francisco, where I didn't draw a sober breath for half a year and did whatever I had to do to survive there, and you know, everything that entails about being homeless on the street, panhandling, prostituting, hurting other people, myself, doing whatever I had to do to survive.
She was violently raped. It got so bad, she even planned her suicide. But then, on the floor of a homeless shelter, she found a reason to turn her life around.
I realized that I could disappear off the face of this earth and nobody would know, and I didn't want to leave that way. I wanted to make.
So she went to treatment, and as part of her recovery, Kristina knocked on each door of the 22 homes she'd robbed. Then she confronted the man who'd raped her.
When the realization was I just knocked on 22 doors and asked for forgiveness, then don't I also have to then visit that same forgiveness on those that cause harm, which actually is the hardest part of forgiveness. It's easy to ask for it, quite challenging to give it.
It wasn't easy, but she forgave him. And Kristina just celebrated 15 years of being sober. In that time, she graduated from Cal Berkeley, got married, had 2 children, and co-wrote her story with her mom. And the book is not the end. Kristina and Constance just signed a contract to make their novel into a movie.
If you want to hear more from Kristina and Constance, the two will share their story tonight at Western Oklahoma State College in Altus. That program begins at 7 in the Herschel Crow Auditorium.